Is there a decision that you guys made that in the development of your platforms that might surprise people? Maybe something that defied conventional wisdom, but in your eyes has paid off. I think you've gone the route of pretty much everything through third parties.
Yeah.
You guys have not taken the route of let us build this in house, and you haven't also you also have not given everything to one, like people like to have one throat to choke, but I think there is value in daisy chaining across multiple third parties.
I think we're the throat to choke
That's
because
exactly
we're the
right.
ones
But
who have to manage. Yeah. And it's
and
all
then
kind
the
of on
trick
us.
here is how do you extract value out of each specialist organization, but make sure, so the onus is on you, not in terms
Yeah.
of building but coordinating, which not many companies do, or not many entities around the industry do.
No, I think it's a good point. I think it goes back to the team structure, right? And I think you are understand it probably better than most with respect to the needs that we have when we try to partner in the decision process, which is pretty arduous that we make before we decide to partner with someone and really look at it as a partnership going forward and understanding that the requirements are the flexibility and the transparency and ability to communicate at any time, right? Like when we're
Yeah.
talking about me being the throat to choke, and I'm thinking about like John, our CEO,
Yes.
I'm the person who's got to make sure that everything's kind of running in a way that works. And that only works if you and the other partners that we have that depend on each other in order to we're talking about um, our data process and setting up the data infrastructure and that flowing with you guys from the rewards program. If that is not in sync and that doesn't work, then the whole thing's broken and you guys are each going to come to me and
You
and have
blame, like,
issues and
point the
problems.
finger. Yeah.
Correct, and I think that's been something that we've learned actually pretty how to set up the relationships and kinda manage those relationships in a way that I think a lot of it is like the partners that you choose, right? I think it's anything about relationships is in life is like the most important. I think that you do. I think I John likes to tell me like we're not saving lives here, although I'm sure there are people who if they can't watch the Yankees game like your buddy or the guy that you
Yeah.
mentioned couldn't watch the game is not having as good of a day. But I think it's important to kind of have that transparency, that communication, and I think we really feel very confident that we have the ability to manage over our strategy, but that my expertise is not in the proficiency that you guys have from the specific tech side, and that I would rather have the experts and the people who have done this and the people who can be more nimble and have experience across other clients and other people work through those issues and problems with me and kind of make me smarter. And then I can kind of apply that to how it applies to us at Yes and Gotham. And I think that's just always how we've kind of been structured. I think we've, even with Gotham itself, like the organization that we've established in the joint venture, where it's a good blend of legacy Yes and MSG people who are working within Gotham, but there's a lot of third party partners that work across the board to make that thing run. And I think that it's a decision that we've stuck with that's worked with us. But I think again, it goes to a lot to the diligence and the ability of our partners to kind of work well with each other in a way that I think is necessary to make the whole thing run.